What's up, YouTube? We're here with Nerd Surgical Ninja Americanized Beef Bulalo. So we're gonna make some Filipino food Americanized for my little babies over here. And of course, we got some nice appetizers. We got a little lumpia and some, this is not intestine, that's fried. Do you want some beef?
No, I don't want that one.
You want
no,
some,
I don't
baby?
want that one.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna make some Americanized Bulalo. We're gonna use cabbage instead of bok choy. We got green beans. We're gonna just use yellow onion because it was like cheap at Save Mart. We're gonna be a little cheap. We of course have the corn. We're gonna cut this up into 3 pieces to make it easier to mix. This is actually for tomorrow. Don't look at that. we're gonna use potatoes because we love ourselves some potatoes. We got some corn. We got some carrots. We're gonna chop this bad boy up. I'm not even gonna skin it. I'm just gonna chop it up, or wash it, chop it up, throw it in there. Let me get that real quick, baby. We're gonna put some garlic in there, the whole clove like this, and it's gonna cook for so long, the flavor is gonna escape into the soup, the broth, and give a nice little taste. What do you think about that, Ning Ning?
Yummy.
Is that yummy, Ning Ning?
Yummy.
Yummy.
Say
Okay,
bye.
And then of course, right now we have we got the beef shank with the bone marrow, of course. I bought 2 containers. It's enough to almost fill this whole pot up. Of course, you need a big pot like this to cook it. And I kind of am just gonna wing this. So I just looked up 3 different recipes and I'm just gonna write it out as I go along and tell you how I did this. So one thing, the first recipe I took, I read, I kind of like the idea of it. None of the other recipes did this. I put all the beef shank in here and the recipe says to bring this to a boil until all the kind of scum and the liquids and blood, even though it's not really blood, it's kind of food coloring, floats to the top. So once this starts boiling, we're gonna let it boil for 10 to 20 minutes. And then we are gonna actually take out all the meat and put it in a bowl. We're gonna dump all this water, put the meat back in, and then put some new water in there, and that'll be our broth, which we will start boiling back up. This is gonna take like 90 minutes to 2 hours, maybe more, because I'm a noob. All right, let's get to the next step. All right, so as we are letting the beef shanks boil for like 15, 20 minutes, I'm getting everything else ready to go. It's mise en place, French for putting everything in place, kind of separating all the ingredients so you're ready to go. So I cut up all the corn, the onions I just cubed, and the garlic's gonna be cooked with it, so I put it in the same container. We're gonna use potatoes, so I chop them up. I like them in big chunks, and we're leaving the skin on because there's nice, it's healthy. The skin's healthy. If you don't like it, whatever. We are just leaving the skins on the carrots because it's gonna cook for a while. It'll be nice and tender and soft, and our cabbage chopped up there for some nice little cabbagey bites at the end. And of course, we got our fish sauce for a little umami flavor. Recipes said 2 to 4 tablespoons, so I'm gonna be using 3. Let's try 3 and just see how that tastes. And our snacks are diminishing here. And as you can see here, this is pretty much ready to go. All the nasty scum is at the top, so we're gonna take all the meat out, put it on this plate, and change out the water. All right, so we've taken out all the beef shank. Ooh, look at that bone marrow goodness, delicious. And here is the leftover water. It's all nasty. So we're gonna dump all this. We're gonna clean this pan and then refill it with water. If you think this step is unnecessary, let me know in the comments below why. The recipes I saw that said to do this just made sense to me, so that's what we're gonna try. All right, new water has been added. A lot of it's probably gonna disintegrate, so kind of filled it up a little bit, high. So we're gonna add some salt here and pepper. I don't know, I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Maybe like 3 of these pinches here. The good thing about the salt, it'll help the water boil faster. I think that's not bad. That's 3 pinches of salt. We'll do 3 pinches of the pepper. Actually, I'll just do 2. You could actually also use whole peppercorns, which a lot of recipes call for. I don't want to do that because I don't like picking it out of my food. So yeah. We're also gonna add, actually, we're gonna let this go to a boil first, and then let's add the garlic and onion. All right, so I mixed up the salt and pepper into the broth, and now we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of good old fish sauce. Just put that in there. And actually I'm gonna add one more because I forgot I'm gonna do 3 tablespoons, so, yep. All right, fish sauce has been mixed into the broth. If there's any more nasty scum floating to the top, we'll just scoop it out with our spoon, our ladle, and trash it. All right, so we're around the 30-minute mark. I'm kind of watching the broth. It's still clear. There were some leftover scum parts, which I got rid of. So now I'm going to get my bowl of the onions and garlic, and I am going to put this into here. And I am doing this because I want the garlic and onion flavor to kind of cook with the broth and give it that nice flavor. So we're gonna do that next. I'm gonna do it off camera because I don't want it to splash on me. All right, so I added the onions and garlic, and now we're gonna let that come back to a boil and then cover it, put it to a simmer low, and cook it for 30 more minutes, and then we'll add the potatoes. Reason I'm not adding the potatoes now because I don't really like them too mushy, so. All right, we're at the 1 hour mark right now. I've kind of just been dumping all this nasty scum into this bowl as it's boiling. So let's see. Because your broth should be clear, so like stuff like this, I guess you don't have to be that crazy about it, but like anything like thick, any of those big thick ricks, you gotta get it out of there. It's not too bad. Yeah, because that's probably just bubbling. Because it's boiling, but yeah. And then the little Ning Ning over here is making our rice. What is that, butter?
Yeah.
We're making jasmine rice?
Yeah, it's jasmine rice.
Who's been making rice pilaf rice with our Filipino food?
Just white rice. Uncle Ben's white rice.
Hey, don't be sassy with me.
I know.
All right, we're at the 2 hour mark. So I added the corn and the carrots, and we're gonna let that cook for about 15 minutes. And then we'll add the finishing coup de grace. Also, I changed something. We also added about 30 minutes ago 2 blocks of beef bouillon because it was kind of just watery tasting. But we have a lot, so if you're doing half of this, maybe just add 1 cube of beef bouillon. And the beef bouillon I'm using is from the Filipino store.
You can get that anywhere.
Yeah, but this is Nor. Or I don't know how you pronounce this. How do you say this, babe?
You don't know.
Do you know?
I know how to make sourdough.
Yeah. All right, we're at the last 5 minutes here. I threw in the green beans. Kind of, as you can tell, no space left in this pot, so they're kind of just chilling on top. So usually I wait till like the last 2 minutes is what the recipe says, but it's last 5 minutes. So since they're just hanging out on top, I just put them on top, laid them there, and hopefully this will stop spilling. I need a bigger pot. All right, so the total time was about 2.5 hours. Probably could have gone more because I don't think it's really that soft. So let's find out.
10 o'clock at night and we're hungry.
Yeah. So I put the cabbage here. We're gonna pour the broth over it, so we'll kind of cook it. Also, there was no space to put it at the last minute, so yeah. All right, that is it. We're done. So one thing, do not put the potatoes in as soon as I did. You should put them in maybe like the last 30 minutes. And here we go. Ignore the camera setup there. Oh, where's my soup? Here's the soup. Of course, the separate plate with the rice and the beef. Hey girl,
I'm
hey.
so hungry.
All right, what did you guys think about the bulalo?
It was so good. It was worth the wait.
You don't like the cabbage though?
I don't like cabbage. No.
That's just rude. Should I have just put bok choy?
I don't know what that one is.
Oh God, what are you doing to me?
But it was good. The meat was good.
Did you like the broth?
The broth.
Did you like the bone marrow?
I didn't have any.
What about the potatoes that became liquefied?
No, the potatoes don't need to be in there as long.
What about the green beans? Did you like that?
No, they were fine, yeah.
What about the carrots?
They could have been in longer.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, when you microwave it, it'll be good. What is that?
Queen Latifah.
All right, so that is it.
Good night.
Hopefully we can have another Americanized Filipino food recipe video for next time. And if you like nerdy shit, check that out in the background. Oh yeah.